Joining me right now, the man who led the questioning for the GOP Judiciary Committee ranking member, Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. He's also the author of the book, Do What You Said You Would Do. Congressman Jim Jordan, thanks very much for being here this morning. Your reaction to what we learned from the whistleblower this week, did AG Garland mislead you there?
It sure looks like he did, because the very apparatus they put in motion with his memo that sets up the line for reporting, then the email that went out from FBI agents to agents all across the country, that process was used to go after moms and dads, more than 24 cases. And again, he said he wouldn't use the counterterrorism measures of the government to go after parents, but it looks exactly like what they did. And God bless these whistleblowers who came forward and told us about this information. I mean, Maria, in one case, they went after a mom who was in the group Moms for Liberty, who actually owned a firearm, which you're allowed to under our Constitution. And the person who reported her on the snitch line said those were the reasons that she reported this person, and the FBI investigates. So, this is scary stuff. And one other thing, think how quick, think of the speed and intensity with which the FBI did this and the Justice Department did this. The School Board Association sends a letter on September 29th, the last fall. 5 days later, the Attorney General does a memorandum to all U.S. attorneys, every single one around the country, and saying, set up this snitch line. And then 16 days after that, the FBI sends out the email saying, establish this designation, this threat tag label. That all happens in 22 days. The intensity they went after parents to chill speech. I have never seen I don't know if anyone's ever seen the federal government move that quickly on anything. But boy, when it comes to chilling speech and going after moms and dads, they operated at record speed.
Well, it seems that they are going after ordinary Americans as we speak, not just parents. You've got people locked up right now if they came anywhere close to Washington for the January 6th situation. You were subpoenaed. I want to get your answers to this. The January 6th committee is subpoenaing you, Kevin McCarthy, 3 other Republicans, about your conversations with President Trump. How will you respond?
Well, I mean, again, I go back to, we got record crime, record inflation, moms who can't get baby formula, other moms who are being, the counterterrorism measure of the government, DOJ is coming after them. And this ridiculous partisan committee is doing the things that they're doing. Maria, there's a reason 7 out of 10 of our fellow citizens think the country is on the wrong track. The greatest, 70% of the American people think the greatest country in history is on the wrong track because they're what they're seeing from the Biden administration and what they're seeing from Democrats. So this committee, again, most ridiculous partisan committee I've ever seen. First time in American history where the minority leader, first time in the history of the House of Representatives, the minority leader was not allowed to put on a select committee the individuals he or she selected. We have caught them lying about evidence. So again, we'll have to see. But I think the American people understand just how ridiculous this January 6th committee is.
Well, I mean, is Liz Cheney spearheading this? Was she the one who was leading, the effort to haul you in?
I don't know. I do know. I actually, in some ways, feel bad for these people who become so consumed with their hatred for President Trump that you can almost just sense the bitterness that they have. So much so that Liz Cheney was actually recording her colleagues. Adam Schiff took a text message that I had forwarded to the White House Chief of Staff, changed it, altered it, presented it in a false way to the American people. So they're recording colleagues, they're lying to people, all because they're driven by this animosity towards President Trump, who I think was the best president we have had certainly in our lifetimes, and doing what he said he would do. So I don't know if she's the one driving or who's driving it. All I know is, frankly, we have yet to see the subpoena. They have yet to serve it. When we get it, we'll take a look at it. But you got to be concerned about a committee that operates the way this committee does and has engaged in the crazy activities that they've engaged in. You just got to be real concerned.